Yeah, I feel like this was a very conservative patch, which will still freshen things up to a degree. I hope... Oh, Warden it is! Nice! Oh, that's super nice. I'm not the hugest fan of Colorful's Warden in comparison to the top Warden, but this is what these early patch show matches are all about, right? Seeing if new stuff works. So I really hope that for the next patch, around December then, I guess, we can go more all out. As we should. For hopefully more impactful changes. I would, for example, love to see more movement speed changes. And especially changes to attack and armor types. For example, I think piercing damage is too good. Magic damage is too good against heavy armor. Those two. Also, I feel like siege is a tiny bit too weak. So stuff like that I would love to see addressed. Because we min-maxed units and heroes almost to perfection, I would say. Some stuff is still needs some work. But we see it at Headhunters, like, if we change... Nice fan. If we change damage values by 1, for example, this could already make or break some matchups. So, obviously some people criticize that these patches won't really change too much, but if you change values in a bigger scale, that can easily break stuff. And so I think you have to make more drastic changes to the foundation of the game instead of min-maxing values. Shouldn't overall damage type changes be rather easy? I mean, it's just another % value you need to change, right? Ah, that's I think it's more tricky. For example, there's 2 ways values are stored in the game. Some are part of something called SLK files. And SLK files are basically an Excel sheet. Sick harass, by the way. Basically an Excel sheet. So everything that's stored in an SLK file is super easy to change. HP, the damage value, gold cost, etc, etc. That's the easiest. Every monkey can do that. If something is hard-coded, for example, the damage values, that's not stored in these Excel files, and then you have to change the code of Warcraft. And if we learned something from the past couple of years, that when Blizzard has to change the code of Warcraft, it oftentimes leads to a lot of bugs. And might break the game. So we gotta be really careful about that. And then, if you change the damage values, if they are hard-coded into the game, this would also affect every single custom game. Which, of course, we have to pay attention to. So, that maybe helps to understand why some stuff is easier to change and some stuff is harder to change. For example, XP values, right? Incredibly hard to change. Nigh impossible. So yeah, a lot of stuff is trickier than one might think. What happens in the game so far? Colorful's Warden was off to a great start, harassing the expansion for quite some time, but Fortitude decides that a level 1 Archmage is apparently enough to threaten a Night Elf, who basically only went Moonwells. Double Ancient of War Moonwells, his footmen are still very disruptive. And Colorful, man. This is such a bad position to be in, psychologically speaking. You know you're an inch away from a super powerful level 2 fan of knives, but you're also under pressure. So you want to min-max it to a degree where you wait for the next experience to have a more impactful fan of knives, but you can't get that experience that easy. So you have to waste your precious mana on another level 1 fan of knives to just push 40 back a bit. Anyway, Moonwell's empty at the end of nighttime. This is not great. But at least he found a way to build a lore outside of Fortitude's range. And he's also counter-expanding. So I feel like this is pretty solid. Colorful, man. Yesterday I was so impressed. I don't know if you saw the clip that we released or the short or the reel or whatever. But Colorful did a dodge yesterday of his talents versus 120's Nova. And it was a thing of beauty. Thank you, Salmon Jeffel, for the sub. 15 month. Let's go. Are players still buying circlets? Yes. It's only a 25 gold increase, right? I don't think it should change anything. Shredder is in. Oh, hoodie down. Okay, Shredder got it. And a Scourge Bone Chimes, which is helpful for bears later. But oh, Zeppelin and Telestaff. Nice mobility by 40. Now here's the pen of nice. But 40 does exactly what you kind of have to do. That Expo is so close. Where are the wisps? Gets to level 4. Can't lay in the damage. Damn, what a sweet exchange between them. Colorful holds the Expo thanks to the Dispel, thanks to the Shredder. And now needs some repair and some trees. This is a very cool match. Was about to praise Fortitude for the pressure he puts on to Colorful here to not get his economy wrecked. But Warden is doing a nice creeping game and also got some footies. So level 4 is already here, which is sweet. Now 40 going to tier 3 instead of big rifle caster armies. Wonder what he's going for now. Mass air, maybe? What? No. Tanks. Maybe tanks, maybe mortar. Zeppelin down. Alchemist. Colorful tier 3 is on the way. How much fortification do we got? Not that much here. Only one arcane here. I feel like the base is still harassable. But speaking of things being harassable, 40 always finds the way. Always slipping through. What's interesting to me is this fan of knives build works pretty much
Quick
throughout.
Reminder, only couple of days left till Rareland and Neo is keeping up the hype of the new patch. You gotta love it.
Thank you, Flippy. €5 straight to the heart. Yeah, we're less than 2 months away from Rara. This weekend, the qualifiers continue. Hope to see some bigger names in there. X-Lord laddering, Hitman laddering.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Warden close to 5 now. Gyros first. There was a game where Fortitude defeated Colorful with nothing but gyros on Lost Temple, which was funny. Very funny. But this is how you want to bring the Warden from 5 to 6. And this is now also, like, you want the Zeppelins, right? But they cost a supply now. So how many can you get? No Disable, no Mountain King. It actually is gyro bombs. Lol. Feels like colorful needs a panda. That's what I was about to say. Wellspring now. Whoa, attack upgrade over Wellspring and Ultra Vision. But it feels like maybe it's just the initial 2 days and maybe Night Elf players are quite motivated here these days. But I feel like Night Elves are way more stable. I can't really put my finger on it. If it's the Wisp HP specifically, or is it's the mountain giants, the Moonwell regen. Both is very minor. It's 5 HP on a Wisp. It's like 40 mana a night. Or 20 mana per night, something like that. Very, very, very minor values. But it feels like Night Elves are way more stable on the first 2 days of the patch. Fewer... 24 mana. Yeah, 24 mana per Moonwell per night. True. And the 40 value was HP. Yes, thank you, Kevin. You're a sweetheart.
Are under attack.
So yeah, that's not much, like, in itself. So you got 5 Moonwells, or four Moonwells usually, right? Up to 50 supply. That's 100 mana a night. It's one spell. Plus minus. So it's not like you get a free big mana potion every night, but still, this is what I mean, like, everything is so close to perfect that changing values like this can make a difference. If you uproot the Tree of Life, the Mind Entanglement goes away? Yes. Arc, Paladin 3rd for Holy Light, so no Stormbolt. At 40 is seriously playing kind of mass gyros, right? Interesting against an almost level 6 Warden. No Arcane here, by the way, anymore.
A town is under siege.
Very harass heavy game. I am really curious why 40 decides to go for gyros instead of Dragonhawks. But I guess it's 40 and he has the option then to go for tanks. While the step up from Dragonhawks would just be Griffins. And that doesn't really fly too well. Can't use Warden ult without corpses. Big true. Man, if just only every second game does not include rifles in this matchup, I'm a happy man. I was so fed up of this matchup because it's so frustrating to me, because this matchup has the potential, similar issue as Undead Night Elf, to be one of the greatest in the game, to be one of the most spectacular, to be one of the most fair, to be the one with the most strategic developments within a game. But due to the balance of the last patch, that potential got ruined. And so I was a bit frustrated, because I really don't like rifle pushes. Which is a personal thing. But it's also very much the same. Here, we already got tier 3, and when players go tier 3, that's already automatically better for the entertainment value of the match. Nice little attack here. Warden is not there. Gyros are falling quickly as the Panda 2.7. I think he has to throw more fire, to be honest. Oh, trying to hold. Can't Expo down with that. Fortitude achieved what he wanted to achieve. Pala gets a little bit of healing. All the gyros rotated out. And the Warden made it to 6. Okay, trading an expansion for the Warden ultimate. Fair trade. Warden would have helped in the defense, of course. But this is where she shines. Mana's empty though.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, and we snipe knights now. Look at him.
Forces are under attack.
Yo, mixtape, nice to see you, mate. One of the smartest of all the Twitch shadows out there. Still problematic for Colorful to deal with the tanks and get the expansion up at the same time. And Colorful splitting his army. He's just playing a lot better than a couple of weeks ago. Still not enough, unfortunately. As he supply block now, heavily supply block now. Good thing is you can basically win the game with 5 supply. That's the Warden. Only a potion, no TP on this Archmage. Good to see that the Panda's not near. Another fan. Can he get both? You would have gotten both. And Colorful wins.
Didn't I just have my resub? Confused face anyway, go Warcraft.
Yo, Ben, thank you very much. Glad you stay another month. Yeah, I guess both heroes would have fallen as there was no TP, just got caught. And currently, Colorful is the player of the patch for me. Definitely the Night Elf player of the patch. As Kaho was a bit underperforming yesterday. Colorful playing really good.
Ew.
Yo, girls Hajin 91, thank you very much for the 6-month resub. Neo finished the ladder game of Soen versus Sork with Sheep in a Fire. Dude, I was thinking about this because we've seen it yesterday. In a match of Sork vs Fly. And I thought Sork is trolling. But he might be onto something here. Some experimental changes, like... It's not bad. I feel like he's seriously experimenting with tier 3 versus Orc. Oh, it was Giris Hajin. Sorry. My eyes, old man. Map 2, let's go. It is certainly exciting times. How do you play on Hammerfall is the question. Smoke, nice to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I think Human Night Elf and Human Orc both can make some jumps in quality from an entertainment perspective. And if that's the case, we probably have the best viewer meta ever. I never understood the argument of not being able to tag to tier 3. It's a tiny investment compared to new options, especially when you buy items from the shop. Warcraft 3 is a game that depends a lot on timings. And if you tag to tier 3, you lose resources, which makes you weaker at the time you press the button, because those resources can't be put into army. And you have to wait around 3 minutes for that tier 3 to pay off and do anything. In these 3 minutes, your opponent can do so much. And that's the problem with taking to tier 3. Hey, back to Warcraft. I heard you mention Circlet only being 25 gold more expensive. Didn't they change it from 175 to 250, or did they revert that change back to 200? They did revert that change back to 200. After we gave feedback that 250 would be horrible for a Blade Master playstyle. Coltain! Badu! Thank you very much for the 34 month. Hope life is good, mate. There are no timings after 15 minutes in Warcraft. I mean, look at Happy vs 40 yesterday. Third base timing. Voila! Thank you for the prime 10 month. Let's go! Demon Hunter Immolation this time, by the way. Solid targets, but a lot of damage, no kills. I understand the argument if the strategy is based on a specific timing and it's either win or bust, but many games go beyond the 9-minute mark. I understand where you're coming from, totally 100%. And I'm not saying that you're not right to a degree. There's certainly games where you think, man, he's floating 500 gold. He could just click, and then you're totally right. Like, Warcraft players are not perfect, so that's definitely something that could happen more. There's definitely games where you're 100% right. But sometimes also a heal scroll can make the difference between surviving and losing the game. And then you need that gold for a heal scroll instead of the tech. Because the heal scroll helps you immediately and the tech doesn't. You know, stuff like that. But you're not completely wrong. 100%. Especially in scenarios where you have an expansion, I think you're more right than wrong. Thank you, Da Flip, for gifting a sub to Der Nachtfuchs. 76 gifts. Crazy. Very, very nice to see, Flippy. Colorful is in a world of trouble here. Archer's going down. Demon Hunter looking weak. And Harass didn't do much either. Hammerfall, not the game that Colorful wants to see.
forces are under attack.
Ooh, Naga says hello. Okay, interesting. Very, very different game, of course, based on the hero picks. I feel like Night Elf get a big win in this patch
A player's forces are under attack.
just by having a bit more of an incentive to go Warden. Keeper didn't get a nerf, right? So the Moonwell buff is a buff to the Keeper. And maps dependent, you can now go Demon Hunter, Warden, or Keeper. I think that's a big help for the race as a whole. It's kind of funny to me that people say Keeper is dead, when nothing about the Keeper really changed and he gets more mana from Moonwell region. Like, he wasn't nerfed. So I don't really get that. Oh, we got a hype train going. Sick. Laughs and pot him first. See, that's something that's wrong with the Warcraft scene. Nothing is ever enough. Being able to open with 3 heroes should be great and should be praised. But the comment in the Warcraft scene is pot him. That's a bit frustrating. Oh, that repair was too late. Oh, huge loss here. And of course, 40 has that expansion, he can easily recover. And at least he gets that expo up, which wasn't pushed. I guess that early game was a bit doomed from the start. As good as Colorful's game was on Tidehunters, as bad as it is now.
A town is under siege. Forces are under attack.
I mean, we're coming from a point during the golden days of Warcraft where it was the same opening or the same hero composition, the same unit composition, every single game, every single map. And now, looking at this, we got 3 different options here. And still what people say are, but pot him.
Players' forces are under attack.
Okay. Sad. I like to lean back every early game and think, what's the hero pick going to be? What's he playing now? Also, players can express their skills a lot better. One is a better Warden player, one is a better Demon player. Got a Blood Mage, by the way, with a Sorks, and now the rifles are back on the menu. And I feel like after this early game, you want to go tempo. Why not?
A player's forces are under attack.
Sorry, my neighbor is busy mowing the lawn. I don't know if that affects the stream quality. Anyway, big army.
A player's forces are under attack.
And this time no Warden harass, but solid items. Hear nothing? Sweet. My god, microphones and OBS plugins came a long freaking way. It's really loud. Anyway, sweet focus on the Blood Mage. Invo Potion is nice. The Immolation AoE is nice too. That was the bursty start to the fight. Love the 2 Moonwells and the shop here. Such a big help in the defense. And 40 is kind of bruised, but he also got priests, he also got heal scrolls. So can he burst through the Blood Mage or will there be saves? We don't have any upgrades on the Sorceress, so no invisibility. But Banish will hurt big now. Bear's disappearing so much. Oh, so close, the level up! The level up saves him. Where are the Banishes though? There we go, finally. And not too many Dryads to actually be useful. Bloody! What was that? He was asking for it! Nice to see the Naga with the mana potion maybe slipped his mind. And is Colorful holding this? This would have 1000% been a win on the previous patch. 40 didn't execute it perfectly. There was no banishes for a long time. And Blood Mage is back from the altar now, which is one of the best, from the tavern, I mean. One of the best tavern revives you can go for, right? Because of Siphon. And that Blood Mage was just asking for a nuke. Anxiety, thank you very much for the 75 month. Thank you for being awesome. Great hold, man. But I feel like there could have been 8 more banishes for damage mitigation. But hey, good for us.
A player's forces are under attack.
2 base game up. He did banish like 3 or 4 times, he just got dispelled. Yeah, and then he stopped. There was way more potential for banish. Closing in on level 5 Demon Hunter. Where we don't see mana burn, by the way. No retraining. Oh. Soul Goodman, thank you very much for the 42 raid. I hope you had a good stream. I saw you've seen happy with Necros. Monkey raid. That's right. We got Blizzard now. We got a solid start with Banish. Fog Lightning in the back. Immolation looking good with that Invo Potion, does it not? Bear's mana disappear, so they're getting kind of better against breakers because they don't take any extra damage. Still a heal scroll, and I feel like healing is missing for Colorful. Another heal scroll here, and it would be so good. 3 bears about to drop if you can save them. 4 bears actually. That would even out the supply. Oh my god, 40 is allowing all these bears to retreat? What? It will be incredibly expensive to heal them back up, but at least they live. And again, here's the Banish now. Quick dispels, level 5 Archmage, more breakers falling. Colorful is owning, dude. What the hell? He's my player of the week. He's my player of the week. Doesn't matter what happens in the... This is different. This is like a different player. Definitely a game that Fortitude should win. And definitely a game that would have been a win on the older patch. But Colorful is doing a lot of things very right, and I'm impressed. I really, really like that. Almost forgot how it looks when Night Elf is competitive. But yeah, that first rifle push has to hit harder, I think. But hey! Can't win it all, just most of them. Moonwell region pre-nerf levels? No, that's not true. You're all getting a bit extreme again. I don't know if you're memeing or not, it's hard to tell. But I suggest praising Colorful and not just looking at balance. I mean, Colorful dodged a Nova yesterday with 5 talents. This guy is seeing the Matrix right now. Because I heard from Orc players that it's impossible to split air units. But Colorful can make it work. So Colorful makes the impossible work. Really, really, really like that.
Players' forces are under attack.
I have very little criticism on the patch in the first 1.5 days. Secret patch change that made talents magic immune. Screw you! Colorful baited 1-0 into a Nova with the talent that was flying in front. And right as he was in Nova range, he pulled all but 1 talent back And so the one talent got obviously hit, because you can't prevent that with Nova, but all the other talents wasn't affected. Niftinger. Thank you for the prime. I will not forget our ladder game yesterday where you expanded at my natural. That was dirty and I was angry. Screw you.
Forces are under attack.
Also, dirty Pala rifle. Don't play Pala rifle. Bad Pala rifle. Should be ashamed. Ooh, 41 base play. Sorry, it happened by accident.
Players' forces are under attack.
I stayed in a little bit longer to make you suffer, so I guess that evens out. Was a fun match though. I'm up for a rematch if you want. It felt pretty close. And then you annihilated me big time.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter again, looking for an expansion, which is not there. What do you one base rifles? I wonder if that's map dependent or if he feels like expansions aren't working that well. I like that he adjusts though. Stable early game by Colorful though. Punches fall at the same time as tech. And go into lores now.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm a bit sad they didn't go through with the mountain giant buff. I feel like having mountain giants as an alternative to dryad bears would give Night Elf more variety. But then I can also see that mountain giants can be very annoying. There's something to keep in mind though. To add variety to Night Elf, do something to mountain giants. Not saying -1 supply is necessarily the perfect way. And of course, Dryad Bears offer so much, why would you ever not use it? One base Blood Mage Archmage denies level 3 for a long time. Colorful is cooking, man.
Players' forces are under attack.
Let's not touch taunt. Does Night Elf lack variety? Or versatility too?
Are under attack.
I think Dryad Bear is just so universal and so good. It's so hard
A town
to
is
not
under
go for it. It's the cookie cutter strat. Make it so Chimeras can pick up mountain giants. Dude, you're the second person I see today who wants to fuse more Night Elf units. Someone said mountain giants should be able to pick up archers. Okay, then we release like booster packs with fusion cards. And to be able to do that, you need one of these cards. And then we can monetize it. Mountain giants should be able to hit air, they're so tall. Alright. Have you ever seen a bird on a tree? That's pretty high. Have you ever seen a bird fly higher than a tree? Yeah? That's a bit higher. So a bird can always fly higher than a mountain giant in a stick. That's logic. Okay, one base rifle push. Let's see if that works. Colorful again. A lot of pressure on that Blood Mage. Forces him to reposition. We see more banishes this game, I feel. Or more impactful banishes. As upgrade is not finished yet for the Dispel, but it is now. Still, this looks pretty powerful, I gotta say. But oh, that Fork Lightning hits so hard. And he got a Sobi and a Mana Potion. This is another hold. Dude, this looks like a completely different matchup. What the hell? Colorful just decided he's not losing. I know that 40 is not as crazy against Night Elf as he is against Undead in the mirror, but this is still incredibly impressive.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Can you check the recent encounters? Yeah, after the game. Haven't seen much colorful recently though. Colorful feeling powerful now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Can't you dispel banish? Yep, but the one guy has a mana aura and can suck all your mana and reapply banish. And the other has dryads depending on mana for the dispel without a Brilliance Aura. And so it's like a mana battle that human always wins. Bro, it's incredible that you don't hear this lawnmower. For an hour now. Colorful, this is not the position you want to fight in. Bit of bear backstab now. Okay, he's fighting with illusions. Okay, can he break through this? This Blood Mage has no room to move except with Invis. Okay, love to see that. A reveal from the lab would be fantastic, but only for a bit. But despite this position, Colorful still has a solid shot. He's lacking bears in a second though. And he's running out of dispel mana soonish. Super close fight. But now rifles are in range of dryads. And that's terrorizing. Speaking of terrorizing, Flameseeker is quite a beast there in the back, I gotta say. Oh man, this fight is so close. Every single banish is a lifesaver now.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I guess Fortitude pulled through this time. But with a better fighting setup, because this was the worst position to fight in, Colorful still owns this. If you take out all the rifles, all of a sudden Dryads are amazing again. And it's only 2. And no, barely any banish. I feel like I keep on repeating myself. But this is so much more fun than on the previous patch. Am I just in a honeymoon phase? Or is this really good?
Player's forces are under attack.
You are on that horny honeymoon phase. Alright, new bears. All fresh. Again, it's about Rifleman and Blood Mage. It's about Banish and piercing damage. Militia coming in, Dryads falling. I'm not too sure if that front line is enough. So 40 might be able to edge out a win here, but that Archmage gotta be careful. Now that Blood Mage gotta be careful. Zap can't reach for the Fork Lightning. That could have been a kill. Waiting for the Dragon Riders to start the honeymoon. Yes, that's still a big X factor.
A player's forces are under attack.
I feel like you always have to give a little bit of time for patches to see exactly how they are. 100% true, but we've also had patches where one strategy was displayed the entire time. And the question was how to finally break this. Like a Fire Lord early game, like a Keeper, like a Crypt Lord, etc. Not the case. To be honest, in the beginning it might be a bit biased due to wishful thinking, which is normal. We'll need more games to judge, I would say, but looks decent so far, particularly versus Undead. Says Kevin. Yeah, I definitely agree. You make it sound like every game having a Fire Lord is a... You know exactly what I mean, dude. Don't twist my words like that.
It's under siege.
But I mean, 12 lava spawns are maybe a bit much. Let's see if 4 detonates are a bit much. No mana on the Archmage anymore. Big mana burn for 142 on the Blood Mage. And now getting mana is quite rough. Still makes it work. Another mana burn for 150. Oi, that Demon Hunter is such a beast, dude. He can't be controlled. Archmage, no TP. He's doing it again, isn't he? Now you don't have the Brilliance Aura. You don't have the Water Elementals to dispel. So even if you get the mana for Banish together, you have the mana to do that. To dispel that. And Colorful takes the 3 and the O. Fuck. Dude, Colorful, best Night Elf in the world. Not gonna lie. Three-0! Outstanding. Neo's honestly the biggest new patch fanboy. The way he cheers for changes even before they hit PTR, even when Blizzard does something completely trivial, like buff a Wisp with 5 extra HP, Neo goes crazy. Patches, what a god. Bro. So 40 tried 2 base mech, 2 base rifle caster, and 1 base rifle caster. And nothing works. The 2 series before that, by the way, since I was supposed to check on that, the 2 series before that were won by Fortitude. Very closely though, 2-1, 3-2. We gotta say kudos to Blizzard though, the patch in the last one seems great. I'd say we gotta give kudos to Neo, Dondo, and Save Orcas. Because let's be honest, if I'm not sitting here and yell at my screen that 10 HP on Rifleman is ruining the game, then we get 10 HP on Rifleman. So you're welcome. Use your Twitch Prime on Back to Warcraft if you like that Rifleman didn't get 10 HP more.
A player's forces are under attack.
With 10 HP on Rifleman would be 3-0 for 40 now. There we go. I don't like that Rifleman didn't get a buff, then you don't like fair gaming. Human players must love you. Well, I was also yelling at the screen that Curse can under no circumstances affect tanks. I think that's a bit better. So if you can trade tanks Curse works on tanks versus 10 HP Rifleman, I guess you take the Curse tank thing. Lockbox, thank you very much for the Prime. Nice creep check, by the way. Nice map awareness by Colorful, but he got punished and forced into a TP. Headster says, nice, the Night Elves YOLO in again since the Moonwall buffs. How do you like when I cast your game and I belittle your performance and blame everything on balance? Is that great? Do you feel good? When you prepare and practice and bring your A game, and then I say, it's just because of the Torrent buff, just because of the demo buff. Does that feel good? Is that something you should do? I mean, you had a pretty good result at Rara, and we all celebrated you for it. Is it better if we celebrate you as a player, or if we celebrate the balance at that stage of the game? Food for thought. So 40 this time with a way faster level 3. Again playing one base, and I think that one base play was so far the best. And 40 is owning, man. Wrath of the General. Look at these proxy buildings. I like that though. His base is under pressure and he goes for proxy buildings. But let's be honest, this game is so over. Bro, 40 decided, let's pack an Archmage and footies and destroy this Night Elf base. What? Should have done that all series.
The town is under siege.
See what happening in 40's base?
Forces are under attack.
Oh, there's 2 corpses. And a tier 2 tech done. I think that's a fair trade against this. Footy's all healthy. And yo. I think 40 just caught Colorful on the wrong foot. Yeah, that backfired since the town portal against the lab. Colorful maybe. I mean, he won that series already, right? Maybe once. Oh no, the creeps. Nice. Anxiety says could be worse, e.g. could have lost the DH. My AI predicts 45% win chase for Colorful. Are you turning into AI anxiety? It is kinda crazy that Fortitude is winning like 20% of his matches with Archmage Footman alone. across multiple matchups. Oh no! He plays like a god in 3 matches in a row, and then he YOLOs his hero into creeps. And some might do an argument like, he just wants to revive him, yada yada. No, that was clearly a mistake. Anyway, lighthearted fun, I guess. And that match was over before, right? So... Why not YOLO? Alright. One more between them! And that's gonna be played on Twisted, and there I'm curious if we see a Warden again, like we've seen before. Neo, when can we have a Pella rifle stream of you? You can try to start donating money for that. And see if you can tempt me. Because under no circumstances will I ever voluntarily play that. So, Fortitude beat Happy 4-0 yesterday. Colorful might get a 4-0 here. 4-1 here. That would mean that Colorful would defeat Happy 6-0. That's crazy. And that's exactly how it works. How much? Tempt me. Ooh, Warden again! Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Colorful a bit unfortunate.
A player's forces are under attack.
With
2
the spawn.
juicy hours of Paula rifle? Laughing face.
25 euros, Jay? Really? For me to play Pala rifle? 20, that's what I think 2 hours of my time are worth? Nice try. Nice try, and I really appreciate that. But that's only 2 digits. And my hatred for Pally rifles is way stronger than 2 digits. That's not even minimum wage. Or is it exactly minimum wage? I got confused because they currently have minimum wage PTR in Germany. So I'm confused by the numbers. Oh, it still is 12.50?
A player's forces are under attack.
Minimum wage is 12.41 per kilogram currently. Okay, I weighed around 80. Kinda weird that you have minimum wage per kilogram. That makes child labor very cheap.
A player's forces are under attack.
And I guess also having the elderly work, right? Because you get lighter when you're getting older. Bone density decreases and stuff. You want to exploit the system. You want to exploit the young and the old. That's mean.
A player's forces are under attack.
So far, this warden is not necessarily taking off. Items for 40 are good. But this is also no security. Ooh, level 3! Boing! Fano knives, let's go!
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, 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 oh! If you convert it into golden coins and trade that against beaver pelts, it's enough to live a good life? What the hell? Are you playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption? Yo, Power Troll, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, mate. Counter push by 40. This is looking pretty good. Oh, last second. Nicely timed by 40. Also, the way he put the Archmage away. This will still hurt as the Warden got boots and is able to catch up. Maybe one more kill. Mana is kinda low. Here's your 350 euro per kilogram, you little nasty boy. Nice interaction, Power Troll. I mean, you're called Power Troll, right? You're just asking to be trolled yourself. Power Troll Prick. Should rename to Power Troll Prick. Oh man, thank you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Archmage staff onto Lores. Okay, Fortitude really wants to win this. I like that. He displayed that before on a map. How much DPS per kilogram the Demon Hunter makes? I think best DPS per kilogram is probably Crow Talons. Good dodge. Is there anything else that comes to mind?
A player's forces are under attack.
Lich? Lich wears a lot of jewelry. Sapper is a good call. But Sapper is... Sapper are 3 people. Yo, JD.
Making it 40 euros. Dr. 8-Man maybe can do the coaching? Would be hilarious laughing face.
Another 15, dude. Okay, we're getting closer. $40 for a Pally rifle stream. You're mad. I'm starting to maybe think about this. Nice Zeppelin escape. Alchemist again. Colorful made it to tier 3, but again Expo shut down. 40 is adjusting well.
A player's forces are under attack.
And... I mean, Grubby is demanding 20 euros per game, right? That would be 2 games of Pala rifle. For now.
Just do that Paula rifle stream. You know you want it, Tilda.
The Crestfallen, hail Satan, little lamb. Thank you for the 10. I don't... Can Colorful do much here? Ooh, that anti-magic is sweet. Level 5. Venom knives! Oh, how I missed this. And 40 is making no effort to save the Shredder here because he's doing what he did on Concealed. And just sieges the base. Is Warden level 5 all it takes? Apparently. Okay, Colorful Holds did a lot of damage, but getting a bear trapped here is obviously not ideal. We do see a different strategy now compared to the first map we've seen, where it was gyros for a start. Now it's Griffin Aviary. Triple Griffin Aviary tier 3. And a Blood Mage instead of a Paladin. What's that human symbol? That's the crest of Lordaeron! We're still missing Griffins. Warden can go in goal, but has no healing. Needs a reju, but the Care Bear is here. And of course, with Knights, Griffins, Hawks, you don't have the spell. Oh, that reju is so sweet. OMG. Zeppelin crashes, no way to save that. Invo Potion level 6! What the hell? Colorful losing the Expo, base under pressure. Great staff play by 40, but then not the correct follow-up. And 40 not making use of the buff Dragonhawks is a bit of a shame, but oh my god, is he dead. He's so dead. Can't play this one base. Oh my god, can you imagine what Lawlight is doing with this Warden? If he still can play, we haven't seen him in a long time. Yeah, Colorful is certainly fueled the past couple of days. And to be honest, like we've seen Kaho yesterday, right? Cow didn't look
Players'
great
forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
from what we've seen yesterday. Might have been an off day, whatever. Colorful just looks like a menace. And the misery continues. He's going double arcane already, but there's anti-magic. Shredder goes down as well. And there's no income no more for 40. Little anti-air. But which... Okay. Can you wait for that avatar? No, there's reveal. Well done. But then she's a fighter again. No staff, no TP. That's a bit unfortunate.
A player's forces are under attack. A town is under siege.
If Colorful continues to play like this, he's a contender for top 4 or 3 at WAL. As long as he's not feeding Naga to creeps, I guess. Alright. Nice banish save. But this is a push where the warden isn't even present. No Zeppelin here. Whoopsie, little late. And then we get Spirit soon and that base gonna be wrecked. Yeah, 40 didn't play his best. That's for sure. But I mean, Colorful didn't allow him to play his best either. With some great... I feel like 40 falls a bit apart when we hit tier 2. He needs to keep the warden alive. Level 7, she's the backbone for sure. Without the warden, there's certainly a chance, but there's another fan. And if you can slice through knights, that's a good sign. Why no Sundering Blades upgrade? Why would you go Sundering Blades upgrade? Against medium armor dryads or medium armor bears or medium armor buildings or medium armor heroes? He's just struggling to survive, and Sundering Blades is probably the biggest deluxe upgrade you got now. Not necessary in most of the cases. Oh, how I missed wiped out human bases. I missed him so much. Medium armor wisp. True! Medium armor wisp. I apologize, Sorath. Of course there's a use case. The medium armor wisp. I forgot the medium armor wisps. Warden, I missed you. Tier 3 human, I missed you. This matchup, having variety, I missed it. But we still haven't seen the impact of Dragonhogs. This is what a lot of people were scared about. Seeing tier 2 Dragonhawk harass. And so far nobody is playing it. Oh, Bucky, how did Reaver's fight go? Ooh, nasty Shadow Strike! Oh, Zeppelin just arrived, but the ladder wasn't down. Ay, 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 ay. Some questions should remain unanswered. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Okay, I see. So I assume not a good day for human players today. For now. Is 40 slowly gaining control? Well, it gets some income, but for how long? Boing, boing, boing. And Archmage is dead. So I'd say no. Ooh, poor Blood Mage. Can only be healed by heal spray. Link 6437, thank you for the 9 months. Boink. Warden lady becoming an executioner. And that's the game. 4-1. Colorful. Best night elf in the world today. Well played. Well played. Concealed was a little wonky. But let's just assume after the 3-0, he popped that bottle of champagne, inhaled it, then played the map, went a little sideways. Okay, that happens. But he sobered up on Twisted and continued Annihilation.